Hi, Mahendra.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Mahendra. How are you?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
I'm well.
Thank you, sir, for asking me.
How was your day?
Good, sir. And how is your day, sir?
It's also well. Okay, Mahendra. What you know about Angular?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes. Mahendra, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, I am very thankful for given the opportunity to introduce myself. I am Mahendra Kale. I am from Sangamner. I did my graduation in Bachelor of Engineering Electronics, and currently I have 2 year experience in as a front-end developer. In this 1.5 year experience in the as a UI developer, and last 6 months I work as a Angular developer. And in my family there, I am married, and my father is a farmer, and my mother is a housewife.
Okay. Since last 6 months, you are working as an Angular developer. Then
Yes.
why you are changing?
Sir, actually, I want to learn because in Angular, I want to learn on the basic functionality of the how the redirect from how to routing to achieve, and how to live project to work on this. So I am interested on this side, sir.
Okay, means currently you are not getting those things in your current project.
No, actually, I am only doing sir, only UI structure, sir.
Using Angular.
Yeah, it is Angular, sir, but actual functionality has not done on the side, sir.
Okay. What you used to develop the UI?
Sir, basically the using the HTML, CSS, and SAS. So we use to develop the UI, sir.
Okay. And
The
which
workflow.
CSS framework you used?
Sir, CSS3 we have used, sir.
That is the version of CSS, but you might use the Bootstrap 3, Bootstrap 4.
Yes, sir. Bootstrap 4 we use, sir.
Okay. Do you have any idea about Angular material?
Yeah, sir. Basically, the Angular material is the Angular material is the Angular material. Yes, sir. It is used for the design pattern like it is a design component, design Angular component, and the framework, Angular framework.
Okay, Mahendra, switch on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was your current project?
Yes, sir. Actually, my current project is in this project I will creating the reactive form too as the and the basis of the student are fill the form and yes.
Okay, which forms you used in your project?
Sir, reactive form we use, sir.
Why it was selected?
Sir, because sir the this form is generated from the TypeScript, because the form builder we use in the TypeScript, and directly this control given to the HTML, sir.
Okay, is there any template driven form?
Yes, sir. This is a template driven form. Directly form controller directly use on the HTML elements.
What is the difference between a reactive form and template driven form?
In template driven form, direct input control are taken from the as a input side, sir, and in the reactive form, the input control are selected from the TS file as a group and from group builder to the
Mahendra, you have a proper network because I'm not audible.
yes sir, yes, some net.
Hmm?
Are you audible to me?
Yes, it is now audible. But means you are connected on
Hello?
Wi-Fi or mobile?
Mobile sir.
Okay, turn off your camera. Turn off your camera.
Turn off my camera.
Yes, yes. Okay, Mahendra, on which version of Angular you created UI?
Angular sir. Generally we use sir Angular 14 use sir.
Okay, you used Angular 14. When it is released?
Sorry sir,
When Angular 14 was released?
I don't understand sir.
Means you are using latest version.
Yeah sir. This is latest version and I get not understand the date of this.
Was your project a new one or it was the existing one?
This is a sir latest sir. They are working on this.
Okay. Just now Angular 15 was released and you are working on Angular 14. What is the basic building block of Angular?
Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes sir.
What is the basic building block of Angular?
Component sir.
Only component?
Component, directive, services.
Okay. Explain more about component.
One more component sir as module sir.
Got it. But explain me the component.
Yeah, component is the basic building block of Angular application and it control the HTML view and yes. And when we create the component, add the right component. In this component, we using the selector, a template URL and style.url. We define the tier of the class.
Okay, what is the directive?
Directive means it is the basically used for the to add the behavior to the DOM element and the external instance of the components. Means it is a directive basically the structure component directive, structure directive, and attribute directive. The component directive is the is for the instance of the component and and uh, 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 structure directive is the change the structure of the DOM layout by adding or removing the DOM element, and attribute directive means it's add the occurrence of the behavior to the component and component or modules and services and
Okay. How the Angular application works?
Angular application. Firstly, the Angular application are split in the components, and these component are injectable in the like the root app.module.ts file. This module is used in declaration. Their component are placed there, and the main file is the index.html file, also render on the browser, and that file also the root file. The app.ts is the app.root is the root file, means uh, it is a root file.
Okay.
Means the bootstrapping happen on this pipe.
Okay. Do you know the Angular services?
Angular services.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. The
Yes. What is
service,
it?
sir, Angular services are basically the it is used for the it is the means it is create the component and use throughout your application. That's mean and it is used for the basically it is used for the having the same functionality on your Angular application. That time we create the service and use to the through our application, sir. Use common functionality and use that time we create the service, and this service are injected on the means provide uh, inject is providing as a root also, yeah.
Okay. If you have a situation, you have to provide a particular service in a particular component only. How you will do it?
Sir, generally we use the means with the integrated terminal we create the 3ng ng generate service and yes and service name. Then the file is generated like a service.ts. And this service is it I use it as a community as manually create a custom service. That time you need to as a injectable is a mandatory in this as a export that class, and in this we is provided in and define the path of this service, and this service are injected into the so that component I use that component in the path we providing, and that module we insert this, and this components are inserted into the main app dot declaration. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Means if one service is created, let's say storage service, we created a file storage service, and I want to use it in some parent specific component. Let's say primary component is the name of our component, and we want to use the storage service in only primary component. Its instance should not be created. We should not use the instance in other, or
Yes.
that is not accessible. Service should not be accessible in other component.
Yes, so this service because service is not accessible, when you use the service on that component, I need in constructor to assign this service and get for this and the constructor.
Okay, in your service, @injectable decorator is there. There is a provided in where by default there will be root. What will that? What is that?
Injectable means it's happen as a dependency injection, sir.
Yes, in injectable decorator there is one key value pair. Key is provided in, and its value by default will be root.
Yes, sir, by default root.
Then what is that root? Root means what?
Root means, sir, is the root module, sir. Is a browser module.
Okay. Do you created any custom directive?
Yes, sir. I create a custom directive and custom type.
Okay. What is the pipe?
Pipe is the type. Pipe is the basically the data input are transferred to the desired output, sir.
Desired output. Have you used the pipes?
Yes, sir.
Which pipes you used?
We are generally I use for basically the pipe are the dead pipes are used dead, and a parameterized pipe and only for parameterized pipe. Also.
Is there any uppercase, lowercase pipe?
Yes, sir. Uppercase, lowercase.
Okay. If I say manually create a pipe without
Yes.
using command prompt, can you create?
Yes, sir.
Show me.
Okay. Now visible for my screen.
Yes, it is visible.
This I generally created in the folder here.
Okay, Mahendra.
Yes, sir.
Is the name, class name, pipe component is correct?
Yes, sir.
When you are creating directive or service or pipe or component, in case of component, you will get the component name. In case of service, you get the component.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, I am not understanding, sir.
Do one thing, using command line prompt, you create one pipe.
Okay.
Do you know the routing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the routing?
Routing are basically the routing is the mechanism with the navigation happen at the user in at the navigation sorry.
Okay,
I
just a minute. Mahendra, check the pipe.ts pipe.
yes. Yes.
What is the name of your class?
Pipe, sorry.
Note it down. Huh?
This is my this pipe are injecting.
Okay, name pipe. Pipe. Stop. Show your previously created summary.ts.
Yes, yes.
Okay, name pipe. Okay. Here also you should write a pipe. Okay, close your screen because your voice is getting
Yes,
distorted.
sir. Okay.
Yes, you can continue.
Yes, sir. The routing is the mechanism in which the navigation happen uh, at the user perform a specific task.
Okay. You used lazy loading. Lazy loading.
Yeah, lazy loading means is happen at the time of lazy loading is the important concept in the Angular application. For me is the uh, means that is a necessary component we want to load it like a, component directive and service. These components are loaded at the necessary uh, update of the page, sir. Means that at the single page application means that the when the pages are loaded, that time the unnecessary component directory are loaded. So that's why the optimization uh, optimize optimization means the increase optimization process also.
Okay, you said it is important. Why it is important?
Because for because the lazy loading means increase the uh, search engine optimization, because at the time when we use the without using the lazy loading, that time if the page is loaded means HTML page is loaded, that time at the time updated at the user click, that time the unnecessary component like module service or this component are loaded. That why this avoiding for these components to use the uh, children nodes.
Okay. You said it helps in search engine optimization. I want to know what is the search engine optimization.
Searching automation is the uh, search engine optimization means like the um, means the sir page application uh, application become slower at the time of the many component or many service many uh, unnecessary component loaded that time the others taking the large time to, because the Angular payload read only loaded at in 3 seconds. So that going to the means
Can you repeat?
sir means that the search engine optimization means sir when the unnecessary when in lazy loading the unnecessary component are in single page application when the unnecessary because when HTML pages are loaded at the as a specific user performance task, that time the like unnecessary component like component directive service, these component are uh, these component are necessarily loaded that time the uh, Angular applications performance means browser in browser they taking the more time. So that time they avoiding these use the lazy loading.
Okay, you know RxJS in Angular.
Yes, sir. Angular RxJS is the library.
Hmm.
RxJS library means it's a RxJS library is a RxJS library, and it is handle the asynchronous operation like a promise and XML HTTP request. So in the it RxJS means optimize is consuming the asynchronous operation, and callback function is a relative style of observable.
What is observable?
Observable means sir, is a declarative which provide a support between the publisher and provider, sir. Means providing the message in between the and give the support in the publisher and subscriber. Hello,
Which RxJS operator you used?
RxJS operator. Sir, if XML client, okay. XML HTTP request.
Is it RxJS of it?
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Do you know subject and behavior subject?
Subject, sir.
Yes.
The subject means the multicasting the many observer. Is observable allowed to the must multicasting to the many observers.
Okay, what is multicast?
Yes, sir.
What is multicasting?
This means the multicasting means the means
Now-
observer.
Now we are talking, means you and me both are talking. It is multicasting or not?
Multicasting, yes, sir.
Is it multicasting?
Multitasking. Can I read it, sir?
Okay. What is the input and output decorator?
Input output decorator is the these are the property decorator. These are property decorator means these are data binding from DOM to components. Means only data binding.
What is the data binding?
Data binding means the communication between the component and DOM. Means communication between the component and DOM element.
It is communication between
Component and DOM element.
component and DOM.
Yes.
How many types of data binding?
Basically, the data binding is component to DOM. That is the meaning in this string interpolation. Then second is the property binding, and third is the event binding, and second is the two-way data binding means is DOM to components. Data binding happen from DOM to component, and component to DOM, that is string interpolation, property binding, and event binding.
Okay. What is JavaScript?
JavaScript are basically used for creating the dynamic web page and user application, and means it is a object oriented language and single threaded language.
Okay, how many data types are there in JavaScript?
Hello.
How many data types are there in JavaScript?
So basically, sir, there is two data types, primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Primitive data type means they hold the value, and non-primitive data type means hold the reference of object location. And in primitive data type, basically the data type is the string, number, boolean, null, undefined, and symbol. The symbol is the new data type are included in the this primitive data because ICMA 2015 developed this primitive data type. They also including in, and non-primitive data type means function, array, object.
Okay, do you know hosting?
Yeah, yes, sir. Hosting is the default viewer of the moving all, and the declaration at the top of the scope. There is a value. There is no value, and hosted area of the value is hosted area of declaration. The value is undefined, sir.
Can you access the declaration before, means can you access a variable before declaration in ES6?
Sir, where keyboard is the when we where keyboard is initialized before the declaration, the value is get undefined, and in late also we get the value is undefined, but constant we get the uh, error, sir, syntax error.
Okay. Do you know shallow copy and deep copy?
Yes, sir. Means basically, yes, sir. Shallow copy means the only uh, object object address location is copied, and shallow copy means suppose when the object is copied, uh, when the object is copied and related to with simultaneously the address of location also copied. And in shallow copy means when the object is original object is copied, uh, and repetitive data also copy in, and they are stored in it. Means the when the original object are assigned to the new reference object or object, that time the new object variables, some property and methods, all that means some reference object data are copied into a new reference object variable with the assigning the assignment operator. That time the these data are copied. That time we create the shallow copy reference object. Both objects having the same memory location. So when we change on the reference object, the data will be changed on the reference object because they are having the same memory location. And deep copy means the when old reference
Okay.
object.
Okay. Do you know spread and rest operators? Rest parameters and spread operator.
Yes, sir. Rest
What is
of
that?
spread operator means, sir, it allow to extend an array into individual array element. That is the spread operator. And rest operator to accept rest operator to allow the function to accept the indefinite number of argument or parameter as an array, and allow to providing the periodic function.
Okay. What is a promise?
Yeah, promise is the JavaScript object to produce the code and consume the code. Means it produce the code means the promise wait for some time, and consume the code means the promise wait for the result. And basically means uh, it basically means that it gives some value in future and handle the asynchronous operation. And there is basically four state like pending, fulfill, reject, and settle. Pending means is the initial state of the promise as begin, and fulfill means where the promise is success, and settle means either the promise is resolved or rejected. Means yes, and rejected means something happen, that time the promise is rejected. And basically the promise handle the state is resolve reject. When the promise is success, that time the resolve method is uh, uh, resolve method is activated, and then method is called. When the promise is rejected, that time catch method also consumed. And uh, the benefit of the promise is that it handle the asynchronous operation, and better flop definition, and it's a better readability.
What is asynchronous operation?
Asynchronous operation means the code is executed be parallel with another function. Means function is parallel with run with another function.
Okay. What is the closure?
Yeah, closure. Yes, sir. Closure means the closure means to create the legible code. Means that the when we return the child function inside the parent function, that time the legible is created. When we call the child function, sorry, when we call the parent function, the parent function return the child function definition, and when we call the child function return all the information data bring out from the parent of the function. Hello.
Yes. What is if?
If means the immediately invoke function, and it is create the local scope. Means when we create any if function, that's the declaration method not accessible from the outside of the that function.
Okay. In constant, can you change the value of a constant?
Sorry, repeat again, sir.
Can you reassign a value to constant?
No, sir.
Why?
Because the constant is the some like for example, suppose the math pi value is constant, that value is not assignable. So any constant value or like constant variable, the value is not assignable to other.
Okay. Do you know TypeScript?
Yes.
What is
TypeScript
TypeScript?
TypeScript is the TypeScript is a type superset of the JavaScript, and it is developed by the Microsoft, and it is used for the it is basically used for the it is strictly based language, and it is build the application.
What are the features of TypeScript?
Uh, TypeScript it's a means it give the error at the debugging time, and
Debugging time or developing time?
yes, developing time. It give the error on developing time, and it define the structure of the object.
Okay. What is the interface?
Interface means define the structure of the object.
Okay. What is enum?
Enum means the is the constant length of the variable.
Why we use enums?
Sir,
Okay. Do you know destructuring of array?
yeah, destructuring of array means sir, unpacking of the array.
Unpacking.
Yes, unpacking the array of the elements.
Can we convert an object into array?
Hello.
Yes. Can we convert object into array?
Object into array. Sir, the object is using no sir.
Okay. What is an array?
An array.
Huh?
Use array.
Hmm?
An array is
What is array?
array means you store the information data,
Hmm?
uh, information data having the different data types.
And what is object?
Object means you can store the multiple information data in the form of value of key pair separated by comma.
What is the difference in array and object?
Uh, array array is in object there is a value and key pair, but in array there is no value and key pair. Means
Array stores the data on the basis of index.
yes.
That
Means
is the
array we can
difference.
store the information data in the basis of index number.
Okay, if I want to remove two elements from an array and to add next three elements instead of those two, how you will achieve?
By using last three elements.
No last. I want to remove in between two elements, not
Uh,
last, not first.
by using splice method.
Splice.
Splice.
Yes, splice. Okay. If I want to add a key in object, how can we do it?
Object, we using the for in key, sir.
If I want to add a key in object, I should use foreign.
No, sir, we check the key, you know, object dot key and the value number.
Okay. Then how we will iterate an object?
Object, sir, by using spread operator.
By using spread operator, you will iterate object. Is it correct?
Yeah, single object is iterable, sir, but the nesting object using object dot JSON dot pass, and in this inside JSON dot stringify the object inside.
What is this JSON?
JSON means JavaScript object notation, sir. Means is
Why we use means what we do using JSON.stringify?
sir, JSON dot stringify means the JavaScript code are converted into JSON form, sir. Because
Okay, yes, continue.
because all the browser engine are read only the stringify data, sir.
Stringify data. Okay. Can we convert a number into a string into number or number into string?
Yes, using sir coercion, sir.
No. Coercion is different. If I want to one string number, just a minute, I will paste code in chat. Oh, what is the data type of this? See your chat.
Data type is a string, sir.
Next one.
Number, sir.
Next one.
Boolean, sir.
Okay. I want to convert this string into number.
We mean to sir concatenation.
Concatenation. Okay. Show me how to do it. Write code, your code in chat. Hello, Mahendra.
Yes, sir.
Just line number three. That is a string or number.
Line number 3.
Hmm?
This, sir.
Third one.
This is a string, sir.
Okay.
Only I am taking this, sir.
Okay. No, you are not getting my question. Just I want to convert one string, number one string, that is line number three, into line number four using code. The type of one will be number. Do you know parse int, parse float, or number, or somewhere you might use the plus variable so that it should convert to a number.
No, sir.
Okay, have you used SAS in your project?
SAS, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. SAS is.
What is SAS?
SAS is a synthetically awesome style sheet, and it is a precursor of CSS and extension of the CSS, sir.
Okay, what are the features of SAS?
So feature is the mixing, uh, nesting, mixing variable, and function, sir.
Partials, do you know partials,
Yes, sir.
imports?
Partial mixing, first is the variable, mixing, nesting, function.
Partials and imports, then extend, then control
Yes,
directives.
yes, extend.
Okay. Do you know the flexbox model?
Flex.
Have you used flex in your project, display flex?
Yes, sir. I read it. I work on this, sir.
Hmm.
Text box, sir.
Yes. Just tell me the flex container and flex item properties.
Flex container. This is the um, justify content space between justify content, justify content.
No. I don't want values. I just want properties. That justify content is a property.
Yes, yes.
Then its value as justify content space
Yes.
around space between. That is the value.
Justify content.
Okay. Next.
Flex flex direction.
Hmm. Next.
Flex grow.
Hmm.
Flex align content. I'm not recall.
Okay. What you are using to share data in your project is which platform you were using to share data with your colleagues. Git. Okay, you were using Git. What is the command to create a branch?
I'm not recall.
How you were pushing your code to your branch?
Hello.
Yes, how you were pushing, you might be pushing your code to your main branch on origin or online branch. Okay, Mahendra. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Bye.